We will start with joint venture. We will start with which one? Joint venture. See, before we go for joint venture, let us understand the difference between consignment and joint venture. Okay, what is the purpose? What is the purpose of consignment? Sending the goods for sale. Sending the goods for which one? Sale. Joint venture, okay, two or more parties join together for undertaking a work. Okay. So the purpose is joint venture. Look at the word joint venture. Joint means two or more people join together. For what purpose? For the purpose of undertaking a work. It can be any work. For example, A and B join together for a construction, for selling some goods on festival seasons, or for running a temporary business. Everything is a temporary one. That is the purpose of the consignment and joint venture. If you look at ownership, risk, profit, okay, everything is taken by whom? Consignor. Who is the owner of the goods? Consignor. Who takes risk? Consignor. Who will take the profit? Consignor. Everything will be taken by consignor. But here, all the parties in joint venture. For example, if there are X, Y and Z, all the parties are the owners for the goods, all the parties take risk, all the parties share what? Profits or losses. So, risk is with only one person in case of consignment. Who? Consignor. But in case of joint venture, for example, X and Y join together for doing a work. Profit or loss will be shared by both X and Y. Who will take risk? Both X and Y. Ownership is with both. Clear? So that is about this one. If you look at life, consignment will be there for a longer period. Consignment will be there for a longer period. So how long? It may be 5 years, 6 years. A person can be working as an agent. But it depends on the work. Okay, it is shorter life. Otherwise, joint venture is closed once the work is complete. Joint venture is over once the work is complete. That is a shorter life. Clear? Once the work is over, joint venture is closed. Joint venture is closed. Okay. That is about the difference between which one? Consignment and which one? Joint venture. Okay. How to deal with joint venture? There are three types of work. First type of work is a larger value work. Larger value work like construction. Construction may be a flyover or a bridge, or it can be even MRTS projects, railway projects in the Mari. So construction can be, consignment, joint venture can be done for which one? Larger value work. So in case of larger value work, separate books will be maintained. Separate books will be maintained. So we will maintain joint bank account maintain because work is going to be for 2 or 3 years. We will prepare a separate joint venture account, then capital account. Like that, we will maintain separate books of accounts. So in case of large value work, okay, we maintain which one? Separate books of accounts. Then, in case of small scale work, for example, we are going to do interior decoration. You bring and do roofing work, I bring and do wall work and tile work. Interior decoration, that's all. For this, will you open a separate bank account, separate books of accounts? For a small value work, will you open a separate bank account, small scale works? It may be for interiors, or it can be selling during festival seasons like Diwali or Pongal. You just go for a temporary shop and sell them and close it. So for all the small scale work, okay, no separate books is maintained. No separate books will be maintained. That is number one. and each co-venturer means party to the venturer, their transactions. ரொம்ப சிம்பிள். நீங்க நானும் சேர்ந்து ஒர்க் பண்றோம். It's a large value work, or 50 crores, 60 crores work இருக்கு. Work will take place for 2 or 3 years. Now we'll maintain what? Separate books, separate bank account, separate joint venture account, and which account? Capital account. If it is a small scale work is only for 1 or 2 months, the value of the work is just 2 or 3 lakhs or 20,000, 30,000 like that, then you will maintain separate books? No. Same books will continue pannipom. Each venturer will maintain what? Their own transaction. Now, if you look at, we are going to prepare which account? Joint venture account for the purpose of ascertaining profit or loss. Simple, debit all the expenses. Please remember, here no going concern. What do you mean by no going concern? Once the work is over, the business will be closed. So no going concern, no balance sheet will be prepared. No going concern we had seen. No balance sheet can be prepared. What do you mean by expenses? All are expenses. What do you mean by all expenses? Let it be capital or revenue, all are expenses. It can be plant purchased, or it can be material purchased. It can be wages paid, or it can be sundry expenses, or it can be commission. It can be which one? Commission, or it can be purchase of goods. Okay, anything, all the expenses will be debited. Then by all the incomes will be credited. All the incomes will be credited. Income means collection for the work done, or it can be sale of unused goods, or it can be goods taken back at the end of venture. Once the work is over, the remaining goods will be taken over by what? The people. So record all the expenses, record all the incomes. Please remember, since there is no going concern, no accrual basis, nothing. Okay, we just prepare the account based. And what will be the period of joint venture account? Will it be for 1 year? Consignment account is normally prepared for 1 year. Joint venture account depends on the period of work. 1 month work, joint venture account is prepared for 1 month. If it is 10 months work, 10 months. If it is 3 years work, joint venture account is prepared for how many years? 3 years. So accounting concepts cannot be applied. So match the incomes and expenses, you will get which one? Profit or loss. You will get which one? Profit or loss. Clear? See, match the incomes and which one? Expenses, you will get profit or loss. Who will share the profit or loss? All the venturers in the agreed ratio they will share. 3:2:1. 2:2:1 and the money they will share the profit or losses. Simple. Record the incomes, record the expenses, you will get which one? Profit or loss. Once again I repeat. Okay. The purpose is to do a particular work. Risk is with all parties of the joint venture. Profit is also shared by all parties. Life is very shorter when compared to other chapters like partnership or consignment. For large scale work, people open what? Separate books, separate accounts. Small scale work, people continue with what? Same set of books. In the account prepare party, they will work out what? Profit or loss. Now, for examination point of view, let me do the notes. In the examination question, they can ask you, find the profit or loss. Find the profit or loss. One question kekla. Find the final settlement. Once the work is over, the final settlement will be made to what? Venturers. Okay. How to find out profit or loss? Take the income of the joint venture. Okay. Take the sale of goods. Goods taken over. Goods taken over by venturers. After the completion of venture, you just add up all these things. Less all the expenses. What do you mean by all the expenses? All these types of expenses you reduce it. Now account we can do plus and minus or rough work panni, we can work out which one? Profit or loss on joint venture. We can work out. No need to copy this. Wait. How to find the profit or loss? Take all the collections like income from joint venture, sale of goods, taken over by co-venturers, minus all what? Expenses. All types of expenses you can reduce to find out which one? Profit or loss. Okay, this is one type of question they can test you. Second type of question is, once the work is over, I contributed money, I should get back the money, Simple. Okay, how to record this? Simple. I am eligible to get back my initial contribution. Initial contribution I am eligible to get. That is capital. Capital invested by me, I am eligible to get. And any expenses paid. Now, the joint venture I spend money. Okay. Amount spent for joint venture. I spent money for joint venture. Now, I'm having the right to get back that particular money. Then share of profit. Any advance money given. I invested capital. I invested what? Capital. Then I invested money by spending for venture. Like I would have purchased material, purchased plant and the mari. Share of profit advance money less. I would have collected some incomes. From the vendor, I would have collected some incomes. Then I would have taken over some goods. After the venture is over, I would have taken what? Goods taken over. Then if there is any other, like advance money received. ரொம்ப லாஜிக்கலா திங்க் பண்ணுங்க. நானும் நீங்களும் சேர்ந்து ஒரு ஒர்க் பண்றோம். At the end of the day, we have to get settlement. We have to get which one? Settlement. What will we get back? Initial investment பண்ண amount, joint venture spend பண்ண amount, plus share of profit, plus if you have given me any advance money, minus already if you have collected some income, minus if goods or assets are taken over, any advance money received by you, the final settlement will be made. The final settlement will be made. Let us assume plus amounts are 5 lakhs, minus amounts are 3 lakhs. Now, net amount how much you will get? 2 lakhs. Let's assume plus amounts are 3 lakhs, minus amounts are 5 lakhs. Now, what you should do? You have to pay me 2 lakhs. You have to pay me which 2 lakhs, which means you collected more than what you contributed. You collected more than what you contributed. So this will give us final settlement. This will give us which one? Final settlement. Clear? How to find out the profit or loss? Take the income, sale of goods, goods taken by co-venturers, minus all expenses. You will get which one? Profit or loss on joint venture. Then how to make the final settlement? Initial contribution, all these things, minus incomes collected, goods taken over, and which one? Advance money received. Take up these 2 points, then we will continue. Please take up these 2 points, then we will continue. In the exam, suppose they ask you final settlement, then first you have to work out which one? Profit or loss, then only you can come to which one? Final settlement. We'll see. From joint venture, you can expect minimum 2 questions. Minimum 2 questions, maximum 3 questions in the exam. Don't copy this question. This question, don't copy this. You can anyhow share the solution. A and B entered into joint venture for which one? Interior decoration. What is the ratio? 3:2 ratio. Pay attention. Who are the parties to the joint venture? A and B. What is the ratio? 3:2 ratio. 3:2 ratio. Okay, expenses of A and B is given. Materials supplied, wages paid, sundry expenses, balance goods taken over is given. Contract was for how much? 4 lakhs. The contract money was received by B. Two type of question can be tested in the exam. One is find the profit or loss kekla. The second question can be find the final settlement. Find the final settlement. Don't copy this. I'll share the working. Wait. How to find out the profit or loss? Incomes collected. What is income collected? The contract money. What is the contract money? 4 lakhs. The format la parunga. Vera kuduthirken. Sale of goods. Sale of goods edha iruka? No sale of goods. Then goods are asset taken over. Yes. In the 20,000 plus 10,000. How much of assets are taken over? 4,30,000. Less expenses. Expenses are paid by whom? A and B. A and B pay பண்ணிருக்காங்க. Material. Material எவ்வளவு pay பண்ணிருக்காங்க? 40 plus 50 எவ்வளவு ஆச்சு? 90,000. Then wages. Add both. Minus 50,000. Less expenses. Expenses எவ்வளவு spend பண்ணிருக்காங்க? 1,20,000. 1,20,000. அப்புறம் balance goods taken over already இங்க போட்டாச்சு. That's it. Pota you will get profit or loss. What is the profit? 1,70,000. This will be shared by whom? This profit will be shared by whom? A and B. என்ன ratio ல share பண்ணுவாங்க? A 3/5 will share. B will share 2/5. எவ்வளவு வரும் சொல்லுங்க பாக்கலாம். This 1,70,000 into 3/5. This 1,70,000 into 2/5. This is how they will share the profit. This is how they will share the profit. So find out profit or loss is over. Next another. Find the final settlement. Final settlement என்ன format கொடுத்திருக்கேன் பாருங்க. A, B ரெண்டு வேணா வச்சு போடலாம். Initial contribution. இருக்கா? Initial contribution. No. Initial contribution. Next என்ன இருக்கு? Expenses paid. Expenses paid. ஏவோட expense எல்லாம் பாருங்க. Material 40,000. Wages 20,000. Sundry expense how much? 80,000. இது ஏவோட expenses. Likewise, B ஓட expense எவ்வளவு பாருங்க? 50 plus 30 plus 40. 50 plus 30 plus 40 எவ்வளவு spend பண்ணிருக்கோம்? 1,20,000. Initial contribution கிடையாது. Expenses paid. Then share of profit. Share of profit. What is the share of profit? 1,02,000 and 68,000. 68,000. Then வேற என்ன கொடுத்திருக்கேன்? Any advance money between A and B? No advance money. Then less. Less என்ன சொல்லிருக்கேன்? Incomes collected. Incomes collected. எவ்வளவு collect பண்ணிருக்கான்? Who collected the income? The contract money was received by B. So B 4 lakhs collect பண்ணிருக்கான். B 4 lakhs collect பண்ணிருக்கான். Then goods taken over. Goods taken over 20,000. அவன் எவ்வளவு எடுத்துட்டு போயிருக்கான்? 10,000. Then என்ன பண்ணிருக்கான்? Less advance received if there is any. Any advance received? No advance is received. If you work out, you will get net amount payable or receivable will come. இவனுக்கு எவ்வளவு வருது? பாசிட்டிவ் அமௌண்ட் எவ்வளவு வருது? 2,22,000. B க்கு நெகட்டிவ் அமௌண்ட் சேம் அமௌண்ட் வரணும். அப்பதான் நம்ம ஆன்சர் கரெக்ட்னு அர்த்தம். Minus 2,22,000, which means A will get rupees how much? 2,22,000 from whom? From B. Sir, எதுக்கு சார் B பே பண்ணா? ரொம்ப சிம்பிள். ரெண்டு பேரும் சேர்ந்து ஒர்க் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. பட் யார் பைசா வாங்கியிருக்காங்க? B collected the entire contract money. B collected what? Entire contract money. The 4 lakhs collect பண்ணிருக்கான். That's why B will pay 2,22,000 to what? A. Clear? So this kind of a question can be tested for 1 mark. This is a maximum level in joint venture. Do you understand? Okay. Incomes collected, sale of goods, assets taken over, minus expenses will give us what? Profit. That profit is shared in the agreed ratio. Agreed ratio. Then A and B, initial contribution plus expenses plus advance money minus incomes collected, goods taken over, minus advance receipt will give us what? The final settlement. The final settlement. Positive amount on the you will receive now. Negative amount on the you will pay. So B will pay to A. B will pay to A, or you can say A will get money from what? B. No need to copy this working. I'm going to share the entire thing in PDF format to you. But just understand how to work out the profit or loss. And one more thing. Wait, pardon. I told you, in case of larger value work, we maintain what? Separate set of books. Joint bank account, joint venture account, and which account? Capital account. In case of small sale work, we are not maintaining which one? Separate books, where we will maintain an account called as memorandum joint venture account. Memorandum joint venture account, because it is not maintained by A or B. Both the parties maintain their own transaction. They will bring it and they will do this. Account called as which account? Memorandum joint venture account. Ledger mein pata, okay, simple. We debit the expenses and which one? Credit the incomes. Okay. So suppose if they ask you any journal entry related question, for example, goods supplied by joint venturer, joint venture account data to that particular expense. Okay, if there is any income collected by the joint venturer, cash or bank account data to which account? Joint venture account, like that you can pass journal entry. That is very simple. Then this statement will take care of your all types of requirement with respect to multiple choice questions. We will see. Come to page number 187. Come to page number 187. Joint venture account is in the nature of nominal account. What is the objective of joint venture account? Nominal. Yeah, finding out profit or loss. Which account? Nominal account. We credit the incomes, debit the expenses. It is in the nature of nominal account. Question number 2, not related to joint venture. Simple question only, go through that. A and B purchased a piece of land for how much? 40,000 and sold for 60,000. Other information is not relevant. 40,000 க்கு வாங்கி 60,000 க்கு சேல் பண்ணா profit எவ்வளவு இருக்கும்? 20,000. எவ்வளவு contribute பண்ணிருக்காங்கிறது doesn't matter. A contributed 24, B contributed 16. That is only the capital. For finding out profit or loss, selling price is 60, purchase price is 40, 20,000. Then third question part. A for joint venture with B. Purchased goods costing 2 lakhs. B sold 80% of the goods for 2,50,000. Remaining goods were taken over by B at a cost minus what? 25%. 25% solra. They ask you to find out what? Profit or venture. Maybe I'll do it next set. CMAI question. Page number 180. Pay attention. What is the sale of goods? Sale of goods எவ்வளவு பண்ணிருக்காங்க? 80% எவ்வளவு சேல் பண்ணிருக்காங்க? எவ்வளவு amount? 2 lakh? அது cost of goods இல்லையா? Oh, sale 2,50,000 தானா? Good. 2,50,000. Then goods taken over எவ்வளவு இருக்கும்? 20% of the goods. 20% of 2 lakhs. 20% of 2 lakhs எவ்வளவு வரும்? 40,000. 20% of 2 lakhs will be 40,000. Is it taken over at cost? No. Cost less என்ன சொல்றோம்? 25%. So cost minus 25% எடுத்துட்டு போறோம். அப்ப எந்த வேல்யூல எடுத்துட்டு போயிருக்கோம்? 40,000 minus 10,000. What is the value which is taken over? 30,000. So 80% of the goods are sold. Remaining 20% of the goods are taken over. Remaining 20% of goods are taken over at less than 25%. 2,30,000. Less cost of goods. Cost of goods எவ்வளவு? 2 lakhs தானே? Cost of goods 2 lakhs. So the tally panna you will get profit. No other expenses given. No other expenses given. You will get profit. What is the profit? Profit in joint venture is how much? 80%. Which option is correct? You can take it up in your notebook. Sale of goods 80% வந்து 2,50,000 க்கு பண்ணிருக்காங்க. Balance goods were taken over. For what rate? Cost minus 25%, 30,000. Cost of the goods, profit in joint venture is 80,000. Profit in joint venture is how much? 80,000. புரியுதா? 2,50,000 சேல் பண்ணிருக்காங்க, ஒருத்தர் goods 30,000 எடுத்துட்டு போயிருக்காங்க, minus cost of the goods are 2 lakhs. Now what is the profit in joint venture? 80,000. Next பாருங்க. If unsold goods costing 20,000 taken over by the venturers at 15,000, now the joint venture will be credited with 15,000. The value at which the goods were taken over, that is the value at which the joint venture account will be what? Credited. Clear? Now first lay pathom. Goods taken over. Sale of unused goods. Goods taken by at the end of joint venture will be credited at that value. What is the value? 15,000. Memorandum joint venture account or joint venture account is which account? Nominal account. Then go to that. A purchased goods costing how much? 42,500. B sold goods of 40,000 for 50,000. 40,000 for 50,000. Wait. This is question number
6.
What is the total cost of goods? 42,500. Goods sale பண்ணிருக்காங்க. Cost of goods sold 40,000, sold for 50,000. எவ்வளவு profit margin? 10,000. So profit on cost பாருங்க. Profit on cost பாத்தீங்கன்னா 10,000 divided by 40,000. 10,000 ஓட 40,000 எவ்வளவு earn பண்ணிருக்கோம்? 1/4. Profit margin is 10,000 out of what? 40,000. So balance goods எவ்வளவு இருக்கும்? Out of 42,500, 40,000 gone now. Balance cost of goods 2,500. It is taken over with same profit margin. Add profit margin, எவ்வளவு profit margin? 1/4 on cost. 1/4 on cost. So 2,400 into 1/4. Add பண்ணா you will get selling price. இதுக்கும் consignment சம்பந்தமே இல்லை, joint venture சம்பந்தமே இல்லை. The general question தான். What is answer? 3,125. Once again repeat. What is the total cost of goods? 42,000. அதுல 40,000 sale out பண்ணிட்டோம். At 50,000 na profit is 10,000. 1/4 on cost. 1/4 on cost. Remaining goods எவ்வளவு இருக்கும்? 2,500. Profit is 1/4 on cost. 1/4 on cost now. 3,125 is the value at which the goods were taken over. Which one is correct? A. Then what is the nature of joint venture with co-venturer account? It's a personal account. For example, I maintain your account, joint venture with B. You will maintain joint venture with A. That is, they are which accounts? Personal accounts. Clear? Between parties, the accounts are maintained. They are called as what? Personal accounts. Go through this. Eighth question is one of the most important question for exam. M and N enter into joint venture. M supplies goods worth how much? 6,000 and spends 100 on various expenses. N sells the entire goods how much? 7,500. Meeting selling expenses how much? 200. Profit sharing ratios equal. Look at N remits the M amount due. The amount of remittance கேட்டிருக்கான். Amount of remittance கேட்டிருக்கான். Which means, what do you mean the remittance? Final settlement. Final settlement they ask for. Now first we have to work out profit or loss. This is question number
8.
Question number 8. Okay, what is the sale of goods? Sale of goods yaar pannirka? Emma enna? N how much? N how much? 7,500. Any goods taken over? No. Less. Expenses. Goods supplied by M. Goods supplied by M. எவ்வளவு supply பண்ணிருக்காங்க? 6,000. Then expenses of M. Expense of M எவ்வளவு பண்ணிருக்காங்க? 100. Then expenses of N. Expense of N. How much he has done? கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Selling expense. 200. இது போட்டீங்கன்னா you will get profit or loss. Clear? What is the profit? 1,200. Will be shared by M and then என்ன சொல்லிருக்கான்? Equally. How much will be shared? 600, 600. Equal ratio then? Yes. They ask you to work out final settlement also. Based on M also we can work out, N also we can work out. Any one is okay. Initial contribution. Irka? No initial contribution. Then expenses incurred. Expenses incurred by M. என்னென்ன expense பண்ணிருக்காங்க? Goods கொடுத்திருக்காங்க 6,000 க்கு. Expenses எவ்வளவு spend பண்ணிருக்காங்க? 100 and 200 N. Then share of profit. Share of profit 600 and 600. Then any advance money given? No advance money given. Then less. Less which one? Income collected. That sale is collected by whom? N. எவ்வளவு collect பண்ணிருக்கான்? N. 7,500 collect பண்ணிருக்காங்க. Less goods taken. ஏதாவது goods எடுத்துட்டு போயிருக்காங்களா? No. So final settlement will come. இவனுக்கு மைனஸ் வரும் 6,700. யார் யாருக்கு பே பண்ணும்? N to pay M rupees how much? 6,700. என்ன சொன்னேன்? இந்த ரெண்டு ஃபார்மேட் வச்சு நீங்க எந்த ப்ராப்ளம் வேணாலும் சால்வ் பண்ணலாம். For find out the profit or loss and work out which one? Final settlement. இதே ledger account மெத்தட்ல போட்டு போனா it will take lot of time. You have to prepare debit credit account, find out profit or loss, then prepare ledger accounts of M and N. It will take a lot of time. That is not required for foundation because you are going to be tested only what? MCQ da. Anyway, we cannot prepare ledgers in the exam. So this method is simpler compared to the other one. Okay, that's what. If you remember this format and the first question that we have done, you can solve any question. You can solve any question. Do you understand? Sale of goods, goods taken over கிடையாது. Expenses of M, N, profit is there, shared by M and N equally. Final settlement, think in the same order. Initial contribution not there. Expenses in the form of goods, expenses are paid. Share of profit is there. Income collected இருக்கு. Goods taken over கிடையாது. Final settlement is done. Next. What is it? A and B purchased piece of land for 20,000 and sold for, this is repeated one. Profit on sale is how much? 40,000. 40,000. Look at 10th question. A and B enter into joint venture for sharing profits and losses in which ratio? 1:1. A purchased goods for 20,000. B sold it for what? 25,000. A will get 1% commission on purchase. B will get 5% commission on sales. They ask you to work out profit or loss. This is question number
10.
Okay. Sales. Sales எவ்வளவு பண்ணிருக்காங்க? 25,000 பண்ணிருக்காங்க. Less cost of goods 20,000. Less commission for on sales. Commission on sales எவ்வளவு percentage? 25,000 into எவ்வளவு percentage? 5%. 25,000 into 5%. Less commission on purchases. எல்லாமே expense தானே. Commission pay பண்ணா, that is your expenses. எவ்வளவு percentage commission on this one? 20,000 into 1%. So profit or loss is very simple. Sales no other goods taken over. Cost of goods எவ்வளவு இருக்கு? Commission on sales, commission on purchases. போட்டா profit. What is the profit? 3550. நம்ம ஃபார்மேட்ல ஆட் பண்ணா goods taken over இருக்கா? Goods taken over? No. அதே மாதிரி any other expenses incurred? No other expense incurred. So ரொம்ப சிம்பிள். சேல் பண்ணது 25,000, பர்ச்சேஸ் பண்ணது 20,000, கமிஷன் ரெண்டு பேருக்கும் பே பண்ணணும். So net profit is how much? 3550. 20,000 into how much percentage? 1%. Option இருக்கா? Which option? A. Next. What is the next one? Goods costing 10,000 destroyed in an accident, insurance claim is nil. No entry will be made because it is already debited in joint venture. It is already debited in joint venture. No entry will be made. Next part. Which of the following statement is true? For joint venture, there is no separate law. Partnership, we have got Partnership Act, Companies Act, LLP Act and all. Joint venture, there is no separate act. Then, which of the following accounts are maintained when we maintain separate set of books? Yes, we maintain joint bank account, joint venture account and what? Co-venturers account, all of the above. Then, if a co-venturer takes away goods under memorandum joint venture account method, he will debit these goods. He will debit these goods to which account? Purchases account. Purchases account. For opening joint bank account, simple. Wait, பண்ணுங்க. Money bankல deposit பண்ணதுக்கு என்ன entry pass பண்ணுவீங்க? Bank account data to capital account. Bank account data to capital account. இங்க co-venturers capital account. Which one is correct? Joint bank account is debited and which one? Venturers capital account is credited. Okay. The account opened in the bank in joint name of the venture is called as joint bank account. Parties to the venture is called as co-venturers. Memorandum joint venture account, each venturer maintains only what? Personal account. These things you can go through. Probably you can go through at home all these things. So what is the most important part in joint venture is understanding the difference between which one? Consignment and which one? Joint venture. For large value work, we maintain what? Separate set of books, joint bank, joint venture, co-venturers account and the mari. Small scale work, we maintain only which account? Memorandum joint venture account. A joint venture account is prepared to find out what? Profit or loss. And most important point to notice, no perpetual succession. What do you mean by no perpetual succession? It will not exist for a longer period. Work mudijone separate aiduvanga. That is called as which one? Joint venture. And this format is most important for solving which one? Find out profit or loss and find out which one? Final settlement. We have done இந்த மாதிரி lengthy question உங்களுக்கு 1 mark கேட்க மாட்டோம். Okay. Probably what we have done as MCQ, that model only can go through for a glance.